Today, I'm taking a deep dive into Pokemon Sinister Sun, a mod for Pokemon Ultra Sun which adds brand new and improved shinies for every single Pokemon, introduces some unique Sinister form Pokemon, and ramps up their difficulty just a tad to make what is arguably one of the hardest games to Nuzlocke just that little bit harder. As per usual, I will be following the Hardcore Nuzlocke rule set, which can be seen here. However, I'm not exactly sure the exact level caps for most of the boss fights in this, as there's like little to no documentation for this mod. So if I go over the level a little bit, you're gonna have to forgive me. And of course, since Sinister Sun has added all these amazing new shiny sprites for Pokemon, how can I not do a shiny only run of it? And just so you know, all of this was filmed live right here on YouTube. I'm streaming the majority of my playthroughs now. Streams are at 1 PM AEST, which is around 4 PM on the West Coast and 10ish on the East Coast, I think. So come say hi, hang out, they're really fun. I promise. Come hang out, I need friends. So let's jump into what might be one of the hardest hardcore Nuzlockes I have ever attempted using only shiny Pokemon. So in classic fashion, we blast through the intro as fast as possible and get to picking up my starter Pokemon. Ultimately though, it's not my decision, and this time I let chat decide. And this time we ended up going with Litten. Lucky for me, he was the one I wanted anyway. RJ and Antler Boy, best PokeTubers. Bro, I love Antler Boy. He's great. Ah, what a man. What a man. His voice is... Oh! What the heck? Shiny Litten, let's go! Yay! All it took was sweet talking my PokeTuber crush. I absolutely love this shiny. It's incredible, and I can't wait to see how good Incineroar looks. With him captured, I name him Link and head up towards the town. By the way, there is no naming theme for this video, but don't think that's going to stop me from finding some other way to farm engagement from you. Yeah. P.S. If I do see a comment guessing the theme, I don't know how you got there. Heading up the route now, though, we run into How. Alright, Pokemon Trainer How. What level Pokemon do you have? Is it still level 5? It is. Okay, cool. Okay. Our Nuzlocke might not be too bad then. We'll see. Famous last words, idiot. Truer words were never spoken. Okay, that's a lie. Now, after helping Lily and her ball of cosmic space dust... Wait, can I snort that? We move on to the capture tutorial. I should have probably followed this guy's tutorial and actually catch a Pokemon now, but instead I pressed on up towards the town for another battle with How. What level is this guy? 6. Okay, I think we're chilling. As long as we don't get paralyzed... We chilling, guys. I don't know what you guys were freaking out about. Calm down, chat. We've obviously got this. Okay, we got paralyzed. I just said, as long as we don't get paralyzed, and what happens? We got paralyzed. No, wait. Tail Whip is cringe. That's freaking cringe. Okay, but we got Pichu down. It's just Rowlet. We're super effective with Ember here. We should be chill. We've also got a level on it. It's just annoying that we're paralyzed. Hopefully we don't get full paralysis multiple times in a row, because that would be run ending. Did I say hardcore Nuzlocke? Alright guys, so that's the end of this stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. So, about that. Well, I guess we're resetting that. Resetting back this time, I picked up Rowlet and eventually found it shiny. What? I will take that! Okay, it must be 1 in 100. It must be 1 in 100. Wait, what? I mean, we are using speed up, but it must be. It can't be 1 in 500 if we got it that quick. Okay, good omen. Good omen. Drib. Perfect. Bird backwards. I love it. And I love this shiny too. It's pretty cool. So this time, after completing the intro and getting to the capture tutorial, I listened to the man this time and looked for another shiny Pokemon. Shiny Grubbin! Off the bat, I was just trying to get back to where we were, but we'll take a shiny Grubbin. Yes, we freaking will. Oh my god, and we just got Pokeballs in time as well. Let's go. That is such a cool shiny. Grubbin already has an amazing shiny, but this is a cool one too. Oh my god, the blue? Chef's kiss, as they say. Well, that's one way of saying that. The only appropriate name for such a cool blue boy was Mentos. And so now it was time for Mentos Driven Eye to get our revenge on Hal. This time, easily clearing this loser since our starter didn't get paralyzed. Well, it did paralyze Mentos, but that's not our starter, so switching to our starter, we are actually able to take it out and take down the Poplio too with just 2 leafages. Shame I wouldn't make it much further than that though. As I rapidly approached the trainer school shortly after taking him down, I was tasked with taking down 3 regular trainers to take on the Rising Star. However, we didn't even make it to the Rising Star. Meet Youngster Corey. Youngster Mr. Corey here is not normally called Youngster Mr. Corey and normally just has an Alolan Grimer. This time, he does not. Sinister Sun occasionally decides to surprise me with a little bit of pain when I least expect it. So clearly this time we are dealing with a Dunsparce, and guess what? This guy has Rollout. Sick. So after 3 rollouts, down goes Rowlet and down goes Grubbin. Cool. Great. Pain. Hahaha. So, on to attempt number 3, which means Poplio, I guess. It's only fair. I don't want this freak of nature. It sucks. It's shiny. Sucks. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Ah! Amazing. I did say that I would do a handstand push-up, so maybe I'll still do that after. Why are we getting these so quick? That's 3. Guys, we shiny hunted for every single shiny starter. How cool is that? Pooplio. That's a good one. I do like that. We'll just name him Bob. Okay, I gotta do these handstand push-ups. And I think once I do them, the shiny will guaranteed spawn. This time I picked up Yungoos and Petalil, which I named El Presidente and Diddy Cream. And both their shinies are actually pretty cool. I really like Diddy Cream's white one. By the end of this run, I'm going to have a team of Pokemon that I absolutely hate. I got Poplio, Yungoos, and Petalil. I don't like any of those, and that's our current team. What the actual shit? I'll take it though. I'm happy because we can leave this stupid field. Minor crash out aside, it was time to get revenge on Mr. Corey, but since Petalil has seeds and dust to throw at him, this fight should be a little bit more manageable. So as expected, this stupid slug thing goes for rollout once again, but unironically, Diddy Cream really comes through here, sleeping it with a sleep powder and then hitting it with a leech seed, and finally smacking it with a boosted absorb after using growth. This then allows me to take it out, and now we can take on the Rising Star. Okay, well, that went better than expected. I might be a Diddy Cream fanboy by the end of this run. Wait, maybe I should phrase that differently. Maybe I'll be a Petalil fanboy. Yeah, that's probably better, right? Now we switch to Bob. Alright, Diddy, you've seeded... Diddy Cream has officially seeded the Shuckle. It did? Oh, but we have the seed, right. Never forget Diddy Cream did seed. So with the Rising Star down, it was time to take on the school teacher who had a Rowlet to counter our stupid water starter, stupid sea lion thing. I don't know what it is, but anyway. Sending in El Presidente, we firstly lower its defense and actually managed to take out the Rowlet with a few tackles. Arriving in the next town, I found a shiny Mime Jr., which I named Francesca. I like it so I can say it in a nicer accent. Francesca has been added to the party. And on to the next challenge we went, which was against the Team Skull Boys. Gang affiliated, baby. Now this guy has a Litleo, which Bob the Poplio can easily take out. However, this guy does not normally have a Litleo, so it's kind of cool to see. Hey, water gun. Hit a glick. Click, click. I was role-playing, I was in America. The trial captain Illimar approaches me shortly after, and sometimes this guy can be problematic with his Smeagol, which counters your starter Pokemon. I, however, did not struggle. With Diddy Cream clutching up after boosting our stats with growth, we can suck the first Pokemon Yungoos dry. Yep, I just said that. Smeagol, I forgot to put on set mode still. Smeagol's a tall boy, look at him. Diddy Cream, Mega Drain, the Smeagol. Oh, okay, we high rolled. I didn't expect to kill it there. Nice. Okay, cool. And now it was time to take on the first trial of the game to obtain our very first Z Crystal. But before we do that, let me talk to you about the sponsor of today's video, Manta Sleep. Manta Sleep is the king of sleep masks. Let me tell you, they are the most comfortable masks in the game, ranging from their silk mask to cooling mask to weighted mask to even their sound mask. They also have so many amazing sleep add-ons like the bed sheets, heating pads, and white noise machines, as well as their aroma dots. I've been using the aroma dots myself along with the Pro mask, which sits perfectly above my ears. So now when I'm sleeping, I don't feel like this mask pushing against my ears and giving me a headache. Along with the beautiful smell of the aroma dots, I'm practically falling asleep right now. What's really cool is that you can actually have different insides for your sleep mask. Like these things just pop off. And then what I have is the cooling pads. So if you want to like refresh your face or it's like really hot wherever you live, you just slap these in the freezer, chuck them on goes the mask, and oh my god. That is actually so refreshing. So click the link in the description and visit mantasleep.com to get 10% off, and honestly, I cannot recommend these enough. I've absolutely found a huge difference sleeping with these sleep masks, and they're honestly the best in the game. I cannot stress that enough. And with that, let's get back to Alola to take on the first trial. Heading up the route towards the trial, we make a small pit stop on the beach to take on the gangbangers again. So naturally, of course, I would then find a shiny Drowsy, and admittedly, the shiny is actually pretty cool. And as much as you can see I'm disappointed by this, it kinda came in handy. So into the trial we went, where I took down the 3 Pokemon and proceeded to the first totem Pokemon, Gumshoes. I picked up Brick Break in the cave here, which I taught to Drowsy in the hope that it would clutch up for our fight. Do I lead Diddler? I think I do. Go for Hypnosis on the totem. I think that's the play. Crazy, because we didn't even plan to get Diddler. Alright. Confusion should kill. Tried to download an emulator on my phone, but it started to overheat, so I stopped. What phone do you have? The stroganoff I'm eating is mid AF, not gonna lie. Oh man. Beef stroganoff is like one of the go-to foods, you know? That's a hardstyle meal right there. Shiny! Ooh, let me get my grubby little mitts on them. El Presidente, what are you doing here? When did you evolve? Gumshoes, the totem Pokemon, has appeared. Alright, let's do this then, totem Gumshoes. Now the question is, do we hypnotize it off the rip, or do we just go straight for Brick Break? I'm feeling like hypnotization might be a play, since it will automatically summon a support Pokemon, so hypnotizing would be smart. I am gonna hypnotize. Sleep! I'm summoning a portal! I'm gonna Hypnosis the Yungoos and then switch out. Oh, he does bite! That's death. That's Diddler's death. Okay, Diddler, finally, we got him. We got him, boys. We got Diddy dead. Diddy is dead, finally. 2 tackles. We take it, though. We Mega Drain. We kill the Gumshoos. We're chilling. Now we just got to deal with the Yungoos, and we're good. But I can switch out now to deal with Yungoos. Although it does have Pursuit, so maybe I don't switch. Now if it hits me with Pursuit, I definitely die. But we got a lot of health back, so we're chilling. Basically on full health, even with the defense drop. I think we're fine, right? Good. Bing bang bong. Double Leer's crazy. Alright, cool. Winning the fight, we meet up with Lily, and she's in an absolute panic as her space cocaine has somehow floated away. And we don't want the cops to find it first, right? So, you know, I chase after it. That's when I run into the Ultra Recon Drug Squad and took them on in battle. I need my cocaine back. Oh, is it? What the hell? It's shiny. Shiny Furfrou and a Beast Ball. Diddy Cream is probably going to carry. Hero was thinking that we got Diddy Cream. I was like, oh, this thing's going to suck. But nope. Oh, was that crit? What? Why did that do so much damage? Okay, we're not losing Bob for no reason. Diddy Cream, I need you to land. Yes, splash that goodness all over him. Very good, very good. All right. We're sucking Furfrou with the double suck action. Furfrou dead. That was almost really bad. This was almost a hard battle, but Diddy Cream is kind of broken with its healing moves. With the Space Dust acquired, we head back to Lily, and that loser Hal comes to challenge me to a battle. His first Pokemon, Litten, goes down quite easily thanks to Bob, and in next came Pikachu. So I sent in Diddy Cream and slept it to boost up my stats. But then in came Noibat. Putting it to sleep, I switch in Mr. Mime and go for Confusion to 2-shot it. What the heck? Mimic? Do we want Mimic over Copycat? No, I like Copycat. Ooh, Poplio's evolving. I mean, Bob's evolving. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, Brion, usable, looks nice. Also, thank God I taught my Mime Junior Mimic, right, guys? Because otherwise it couldn't evolve. All right. Oh, Okay, sick, guys. So, Francesca's leveled up to level 15 and is trying to learn the move Mimic. Now, Mimic, for those of you who don't know, is a move that is required your Mime Jr. to evolve into Mr. Mime. Just so you guys know, if you didn't know, because...
Hello.
What is that shiny? Why has he got like a bandana across his face? It's a disguise. It's a disguise so the kids can't see him creeping on him. Yeah, this thing is scary. I'm actually scared of it. With Francesca evolved now, the first Island Kahuna wasn't going to be a problem at all, considering it was a fighting specialist and our girl here is a psychic specialist, so we're kind of chilling here. In first was Machop, which we took down with 2 confusions, as the Machop did nothing but only boost its critical rate. In next was Makuhita, and how dare he hit her, not very cool Maku, so 2 confusions takes it out, and finally in comes Crabrawler. This gets me a Ride Shiny Tauros, and all of the Ride Pokemon have brand new shiny sprites as well, which are actually different to the in-game sprites, so that's super cool. Nonetheless, with it we can zoom around the islands and head onto the next island itself. Olivia! Oh, I just want to, Olivia, yeah. You know, I just want to rock. Yada yada yada. It's like, I just want to Olivia. Yeah, you know that? Okay. Further down the road here, we run into Dexio and Cena. And turns out Dexio rocks a Mr. Mime and Espeon, of which our newly evolved Brionne manages to take out, switching over to Mr. Mime to take out the Espeon with Psywave, which does random damage, not proccing the not very effective text either. So I'm guessing this is like considered as a not psychic move somehow? I don't know. Maybe someone knows in the comments. Now with Route 4 unlocked for us, it meant we could finally hunt one of my favorite shiny Pokemon with the most diverse amount of options for us to use into the late game. And that was Shiny Eevee. However, it appears Sinister Sun had different plans for me, as once again, Grubbin has rejoined the team, making it into Panolia Town, aka the Wild West, baby. I got guns and I guess this is maybe like Texas? I don't know. Nonetheless, it's here where we run into How again. And leading with Torracat, I send in Brionne, and immediately things go south. Burn! Nah, that's annoying. I guess I go for Disarming Voice now. It's not... Wait, this... What? Wait. Is Torracat... Oh, it's fire. I'm dumb. Wait, this is not good, guys. Ooh! Oh no! Oh, it just flinched us. Oh no, that's bad. That's bad. Now, my only course of action was to pray for a low roll attack and take it out with confusion. It's Z moving? Z Leah? Wait, hang on. We might not lose Francesca. Ah, I think we still lose Francesca. Low roll. Ah! And yep, with a defense drop and a Fire Fang, down goes Francesca. No, my beautiful girl. Finishing it with an Aqua Jet, in comes Pikachu now, so I swap out to Petalil to put it to sleep and seed it. Then boosting my stats, we take it out and maintain our health. But with Noibat in next, I really needed this thing to fall asleep. Please, I need you to land the sleep powder. I need you to land this. That's not good. Things quickly fall apart from here, as El Presidente takes a critical hit on entrance and only manages to get off one sand attack before fainting. Then sending in Grubbin, the Noibat once again critical hits us. Sick. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. So I send back in Brionne, which I forgot had Icy Wind, and this did actually end up taking out the Noibat. But it was too little, too late, with Eevee in next, who took out our Petalil and then Brionne. Admittedly, I definitely could have saved this run by switching in Brionne earlier or just not switching at the end, but I was basically going to be stuck with a Petalil here, so I was ready to run it back. So back to the start we went once again. Sinister Sun already proving to be a brutal challenge. Running Rowlet this time, again, we picked up yet another Grubbin, and this time an Alolan Grimer, which is actually what I used to deal with that stupid Dunsparce by disabling its rollout to win me the fight. Trial 1 was fine thanks to the Makuhita we caught, where Brick Break popped off with stab. Oh, screw you, Hal. I'm gonna beat you now, and I'm gonna beat you later. Don't you worry. So after making it to the kahuna of the island, this time with BBL Drizzy, the evolved Dartrix, Cartman the Makuhita, Cement the Grimer, and Colgate the Grubbin, we easily clear the fight with the help of Dartrix and its Peck. Making it back to the second island now with a pretty decent team, I desperately wanted redemption against Hal, and a part of this issue was the fact that I was doing this without documentation. I never realized how easy having the move guides makes these games.
We can hunt for Eevee on this route, so I think we will do that. Okay, guys, we are not getting Eevee! Yo, you know what? Maybe he's not going to be happy about that one, but it is what it is. We got ourselves a Picky Peck. Do we like this? I like it, I guess. It's alright. Wedge is dope. I like Wedge. Done. Oh, wait, we get the evolution of Picky Peck already? Okay, wait, that's going to help heaps. Alright, so we have the Trumbeak now, which is good. I'm feeling way more confident going into this Hal fight than we did the last one. We win these. Last time we lose these. This time we win these. I'm so scared. Let's not wipe here again for no reason. We're going to get off this island today, baby. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I feel it in my bones. The Demon Lord Hal. Oh my god. But Spark will do the job in Brion. Oh, it has Aqua Jet though. Doesn't help it though, because a Spark takes it down. Goodbye, Brion. I think technically we could take one more Gust, but if it... Holy moly! That bite did so much! Alright, Electro Ball shouldn't do too much. Nice. Yepow! Yeah, stupid Eevee. Stupid Eevee. Imagine trying to get an Eevee on your team. Couldn't be me. Die! Alright, there we go. Hal defeated. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Turns out though, beating Hal here was the least of my problems. We still have 3 more totem Pokemon to take on in the brutally unfair 2v1 format before we can even think about heading to the next kahuna. And oh my goodness, the water one is kinda cooked. To get there first meant taking on Gladion. He leads with a Zorua disguised as a Zubat, which I did not realize. It's okay though, because Zorua goes down in 2 hits anyway, and in comes the real Zubat. You faker. A Spark takes out the Zubat anyway, and in comes type Null. So I swap over to the main man Cement to poison gas it and switch out. Sending in Cartman now, we take way too much damage on entrance, so I was actually forced to switch out already. In the end, I send back in Chargebug since I figured out it has an insane defense stat, and using Acrobatics, we get it low enough and manage to stall out the rest of the fight on BBL Drizzy. Turns out though, Gladion wasn't going to be my problem battle. No.
Another 100. Yeah, this alert needs to go. It's so big.
Wedge died? Wait, what happened? What just happened? How did Wedge what? What happened? Let me tell you. Bro got critted and then ganged up on. I don't know what else to tell you, little buddy, but you probably should have been paying attention.
I don't know if I can do this without you, Wedge. You were the piece of the puzzle, the piece that binded the team together, and now you're gone.
Wedge, I love you. Avenging him with Colgate and Cement, I now decided to pick up a couple more shinies, of which I found a Mareep, which was actually great considering it was time to take on the Water Troll, and the demonic bug boosted by the rain, Araquanid. To get to Araquanid though meant brutally murdering his offspring, aka Dewpider. Here is a video of me flawlessly taking all of them down.
Brother.
Holy damage! And it's just called in support.
We're sacrificing Cartman so we can get a free switch, because otherwise we're fucked.
Holy shit, these Dewpiders are actually about... I want a free switch in though.
Oh, okay, well that's not ideal. I mean, Makuhita really wasn't contributing much though, was it?
Okay, so clearly that was not flawlessly executed, but thankfully I did still have one encounter on the previous route to add to the team. May I present my sacrificial lamb, Fermentus. Well, I guess it's not a lamb, but it will be sacrificed, probably. It's Fermentus is kind of mid in my opinion. Custom shiny is pretty cool though. Now for those who aren't in the know about the Araquanid fight, First off, congratulations, you probably have a life, I guess, but let me fill you in on this guy. First up, it's a water bug with 92 defense and 132 special defense. On top of this, it has an ability called Water Bubble, which halves damage taken by fire Pokemon, and doubles water attacks. Yep, you heard right. It does two things at once, including doubling water attacks. Okay, fine. That's not the worst, but on top of that, the rain is automatically set up in this battle, meaning it's boosted by another 50% on top. No doubt, all good, that's fine. And then on top of that, it gets even worse because it gets the totem boost. And not to mention that it will summon an assist Pokemon, aka its son, Dewpider, with the same abilities and benefits for a 2v1 battle. Ah, great. Here we go. There's no way I get through this without losing something. So, here was the plan. Lead with Flaffy and go for Thunder Wave. Alright, Thunder Wave. If for some reason we're chilling, we Thunder Shock. Oh, we outspeed. Land the Thunder Wave. Nice. Full paralysis. Give it to me. Give me the full paralysis. No, there's the bubble. Okay. Well, we never got a full paralysis. Candy takes 30 damage from Araquanid, and in comes his son Dewpider. So with my next turn, I Thunder Wave it also and hope for a full paralysis, which we never got. Haha. Cool. Setting in cement now, and outspeeding it, I disable Araquanid's bubble. No more bubble for you stupid, insect! But Dewpider can still output damage though. Cement does barely any damage the following turn, going for a bite, but at least we chipped it a little bit before sending in Toxite for the sacrifice. But we survived. Okay, and then even managed to weaken both Pokemon with a Magical Leaf? Okay, fair enough. But going down though, this finally lets me get a free switch into the BBL Drizzy, who can now pluck it. Yeah, that's Dartrix dead. Oh, it's not Dartrix dead. Full paralysis! We're chilling, baby! Let's go! As predicted. I knew that was gonna happen. The run continues! Huh, well, at least we did get one full paralysis. That's good. Defeating the trial means I could now capture a replacement Pokemon in this area. And there was actually some really cool options, including Poliwag, Dewpider, Skrelp, Togepi, and even a Squirtle. All of which I'd be happy with. Shiny Wingull. That is not it, bro. Out of all of them, really? We could have got Squirtle, Dewpider, Poliwag, Togepi. All of those. I like all of those. I would take any of those. I just said, please, not Wingull. What we get? Wingull. Cool. No doubt. Great. So, with the new Wingull on the team, I was then forced to take on the ultra nonchalant legend, Dulce, who had a poi pole, and it's an alien or something from another universe? Okay. Who cares? Alien schmalien. My clump of poisonous cement will deal with this. Okay, well, eventually. Just give him a minute. He'll get there eventually. With Dulce defeated, onto the next route we went, where I could add yet another Pokemon to the team, and this route had a lot of dupes. But it also had Eevee and also a sinister Pokemon. Now, this is probably a good enough time to mention that there are custom formed Pokemon in this mod hack as well, which have unique types and abilities. Now, this route is home to the sinister Krogunk, which is a dark type, and looks like this. However, it's not actually a shiny, even though it does have the star. But chat really wanted me to get an Eevee here, so instead that's what we attempted to do. So the SOS hunt began, and then it continued, and continued for way too long, going upwards of 3 hours SOS hunting, and not wanting to risk a duplicate, I ended up just going to hunt elsewhere. So I found myself back on Island 1 in the 10 Carat Hill. This place had Marwars, Roggenrollers, Kabuto, and even Rockruffs. No! Why? I want to fucking Kabuto! This thing will be removed from the team as quick as possible, by the way. As soon as we can. I mean, it's a good Watermon. It will help. You know what? It's fine. We'll sacrifice it in the Goblet of Fire. In the trial of the volcano. I'm chucking it in the volcano. Why do I keep getting the worst possible thing? At least it wasn't a dupe. Oh well, I'll take it. So, unhappy with Psyduck as our encounter here, I did a little bit more adventuring on Island 1 and went to the back of the Carlay Bay, where here we can find Bagon, and they're actually pretty common, so I decided to hunt for it. I guarantee catch the shiny Bagon in 4 encounters. 3, 2, and the next one is shiny Bagon. Well, I mean, the next Bagon that appears is shiny, is what I meant to say. Forget the Wingull and all of that. That's not important.
SOS hunt? I don't want to. I've already been through SOS hell. It's just faster to do this. You know the sad part is I know that we're gonna dupe a Wingull. We are 100% duping a Wingull. What was that about dupes earlier? Okay. No!
So I decided to move on, heading to our next trial. This one is on a volcano. Ooh, very cool and very safe. Definitely safe. And it's also home to a shiny Magby, which I abducted. How good. Well, I guess technically it's not home to him anymore, is it? So with that, it's probably an appropriate time to do a quick team recap. So, the team currently consisted of Chippy the Pelipper, Peking the Psyduck, BBL Drizzle the Dartrix, Cement the Grimer, Magnamalo the Magby, and Colgate the Chargebug. And with that, it's time to take on the trial. Now this trial isn't as bad, especially considering we now have the Water Z Crystal, which I chucked on Chippy. So against the gigantic Alolan Marowak, I send in Chippy and Z move it off the rip, hitting a Hydro Vortex. How good is it to have the rain on our side this time? Oh my god. But the Marowak actually did try and protect itself. But with a Z move, we still deal a little bit of damage through the protect. And that ends the turn as it summons its friend. Buddy, you should have summoned it straight away, dummy, because one more Water Pulse takes out the totem Pokemon, and Salazzle followed shortly after. Awesome. Great stuff. On to the final trial of Island 2.
Today, we are heading to the grass challenge, which will then eventually get me off this goddamn fucking island. Boo doo 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 doo. That is the fucking dumbest shit I've ever seen. As a professional golfer myself, who the hell is hitting drives off the fucking concrete? That is the craziest shit ever.
Starting out our trial, I collect all the ingredients for our special soup, and before we know it, we are fighting the totem. BBL Drizzy puts in major work here using its flying Z-move crystal to deal solid damage to the totem. It does survive though and summons a friend and actually managed to heal up over and over with synthesis. But the stall tactic will only last so long, young man. And so with them both down, that's trial 3 complete, and off to fight the kahuna we go.
Hello, sir. Should I risk a broken heart or should I not and live in uncertainty? What's wrong? Because, well, you see, there's someone I like. I'm too afraid to confess my feelings for her. I don't have the courage. But I feel like if I see a Z move, it would inspire me to go all out for myself. Okay, I got you. I got you, boss. Oh, well, he's, fighting me. I hope this gives you the confidence to ask out your crush. The same goes for everyone in chat. Ask your crush out. Alright, bud. Pant. I felt your full power. I felt it to my core. Maybe I'm his crush. I'm gonna go confess my feelings. You got this, brother. I confessed my feelings at full power, but she was equally full powered in her refusal. But, well, it feels good to have confessed to her. Thanks for helping me out. Now I must push on to find the next one and only love of my life. Okay.
Oh, look how excited I am to be heading to the battle site, where I'll get to see the Olivia again. Oh, I mean Olivia. Well, anyway, on my way there, I run into Team Skull and have to take on its admin Plumeria. She normally has a poison Pokemon, but she actually leads with a Pyroar this time. But with Pelipper as our lead here, we are chillin'. Then my favorite little boy, Golett, in next, we actually do have the type advantage on, so we managed to get it weak with Dartrix and take it out with Pelipper. But before I committed to fighting the Olivia, I decided to try for Eevee just one more time.
Ah, no, Mudbray? I was looking for Eevee, but I guess I'll take Mudbray. Wait, that happened so fast. I was not expecting that. Okay, I mean, I'll take Mudbray, I guess.
Now, yes, this isn't an Eevee, but it is good because it will actually counter Olivia, and Donnie here can actually evolve into Mudsdale straight away. So going to take on the love of my life, Olivia. Leading with Anorith, I send in Donnie and high horsepower it to one-shot it with a crit. In next was Laleep, which we found out had Giga Drain, so it was time to switch. So I send in Cement and poison it as it deals solid damage to us in the process. I, however, disabled its ancient power next, so I could switch out to Dartrix and go for Razor Leaf. But unfortunately, she did have full restores on hand and then heals her Pokemon as soon as we get it low. Yet, BBL Drizzle hangs on long enough to get it down, and in comes Lycanroc. So I switch out Peking as a sacrifice. Sorry, G, it had to be done.
Okay, for a second I was worried, but I was like, Drizzle, Rain Boosted, Z-move, super effective, surely. Nice. Okay, Olivia down, and all it costed was our stupid Pelipper. Not Pelipper, Peking Duck.
Leaving the island, now we head to the Aether Paradise.
This is kind of like the Blueberry Academy, like terrarium, kind of, right? It's like a small scale version. We got Grimers chilling, we got Starmies back there, Pseudo-Woodos.
It's here we get introduced to the real mummy of the Pokemon franchise, Lusamine. Forget Olivia. This is it. This is what I'm talking about. But as Lusamine and myself began to get acquainted, we unfortunately get interrupted by a gateway wormhole to another dimension. Okay. Holy fucking motherfucker! There's a fucking demon from the fucking demon realm here. It's an Ultra Beast, sending back to the deep.
So you're telling me Donnie here has solved the last 2 battles single-handedly? Well played. Let's go, Donnie. You've done fucking well.
And with that, it was time to leave for island number 3. Nice, we're finally making some solid progress here. Arriving on the island, we have to take on the Devil How again. Luckily though, this time around with Donnie on the side, we actually managed to easily take down his first 3 Pokemon when in comes Tauros.
Absolutely mince the fucking Tauros. Who wants fucking cow for dinner, baby?
And this in the business is what we call boy dinner. Chips and steak.
I turned fucking cow into fucking meat. I told you I would.
Also, coincidentally, this caused our BBL Drizzy to finally evolve.
Okay, I absolutely love that. That is a sick shiny.
Taking him down, we head up to the top of the island where we can take on our next trial. This one being an electric type, and you guessed it, Mudsdale came in real handy yet again.
Oh my god, it's a Z. Legend ZA confirmed.
Taking on Togedemaru was easy as expected, with Mudsdale one-shotting it with a high horsepower. It did protect the first turn though, and summon an assist Skarmory, so I did have to swap over to Magmar to take it out, but that wasn't too bad. Heading to the park now, we meet up with the professor again and run into a little trouble when the leader of Team Skull, Guzma, appears. He has a pretty decently powerful Golisopod at level 37, and I led with my Charjabug. His first impression does a lot of damage, even against my bug type, and we retaliate with a measly little spark, doing less than I thought it would. Now, since he can't first impression again, I can take another hit here and force Golisopod out with its ability Emergency Exit. Now, normally this guy has a speedy Masquerain, but this time in comes a Larvesta, which kind of works in my favor here, as switching to Pelipper we can weaken its fire damage and knock it out with a Water Pulse. And then with Golisopod back in, Air Cutter secures the kill. So off he runs and I give chase. Stumbling onto the next route, it's there I get my next ride Pokemon. Well, another Mudsdale! Oh, this one's a different color. Very cool, very nice. Shortly later, reaching the Blush Mountains with Charjabug, we level it up and it finally evolves into the amazing Vikavolt.
Oh, it's Blackface Oak again. Hello, Alola. Here in the Alola region, volcanic eruptions result in this strands of magma. A lure ball? Bro's trying to lure me into a dark alleyway and put me in blackface. I don't know.
Now, before taking on the next totem Pokemon, I wanted to hunt for some backup Pokemon, just in case we needed them. But I'm not going to need them, right? I'm never going to lose another Pokemon. Ideally thinking a Fairy or Ice type would come in handy here, so at the base of Mount Lanakila, I began my hunt. This route has some pretty great Pokemon, including Snorunt, Vulpix, and even Absol.
Oh! Really? As if we get it straight away. I just split the recording and was like settling down, ready to start hunting. But no, we found it straight away. Okay. Not what I wanted. Wanted a nice type.
Honestly, I kind of prefer the original shiny here. What are you guys' thoughts? So a little disappointed, I could still find a Sandshrew, Vulpix, and Snorunt on the route below. Only issue was we could also find a duplicate Yungoos and Pelipper here too.
Fuck! Wait, this is the second time this has happened. We got a duplicate Wingull, and now we got a duplicate Pelipper.
Okay, so leaving that, I decided to take on the totem Pokemon, this time being Mimikyu. And on the way, both Grimer evolves into Muck and Magmar evolves into Magmortar. And yet again, I'm kind of disappointed with the shiny. Magmortar's shiny is not the best, is it? Anyway, in comes Mimikyu for our battle, and being part Fairy, Poison was going to do well here. So starting off, Mimikyu goes for Play Rough and does decent damage to us. I, however, go for a Poison Fang, which breaks its disguise and also badly poisons it. However, However, it does have a berry which removes the effect. But we get lucky and then proc the normal poison with poison point on the same turn. That's crazy. I didn't even know that was possible. Yeah, you thought you could remove the poison. You can't. My boy's built differently. He then summons in the assist Banette and it burns me with a Will-O-Wisp. So I go for another Poison Fang again, but do way less thanks to the burn. So it's time to switch out now and I send in Chippy. I stall using Protect as the poison whittles it down a bit and switch out before Banette's curse takes me out. Sending in Donnie now, we stall another turn and then stall on Vikavolt and finally ending on Magmortar when it goes down to a lava plume. Leaving the trial now, we head to the Aether house and find Team Skull hanging about. And they're up to no good again, those naughty little rascals. It's here I have to take on Plumeria again, who's rocking a cool couple of Pokemon, including a Golurk now. Oh, look at this guy, I love him. Taking down both of her Pokemon wasn't that bad though, and now we have to chase them back to their own base in Po-Town. But to get there, we have to pass by Ace Trainer IMDJK? Question mark? He leads with a Greninja, okay, and has a proper moveset, including spikes. I, however, switched over to Vikavolt early and managed to take it down with a Thunderbolt. In next was a Basculegion, which we took down much the same, but since it outspeeded us, we did take a little bit of chip damage. Finally, then in came Delmise, so I swapped over to Mucky Boy. Oh, Cement can no longer escape? Wait, this might be Cement's death. Oh, we lived. Damn it. That's annoying. Cement going down there is not ideal. I liked having a poison Pokemon on the team. Ah, man, that sucks. Indeed, it was Cement's death. As unable to switch out, we had no choice but to let him perish. Magmortar did take it out and get its revenge, but that is yet another Pokemon dead. My lord, I'm not doing well in these runs, I've got to be honest. I mean, at least we have the Absol in the back still to add to the team. Although, in saying that, hitting up a bug base now was kind of counterintuitive, huh? So, making my way through Team Skull's headquarters, it's time to take on Guzma. Alright. So, it's finally time to take on Guzman Gomez, and I should probably think about how I want to lead this fight. But holy moly, look how much wine this guy's got. This guy's like an alcoholic. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. Oh, and with the alcohol in the background here, this is probably a good time to tell you guys what I'm going to be doing for my 100k special on YouTube. And that is, I'll be starting the Itsrj Drunk Lock stream, which I'll be doing every single Friday until we beat it. And man, these Drunk Lock rules are absolutely brutal, and I will probably be absolutely smashed out of my mind. So let's get to 100k. And the shenanigans, I was trying to say the word shenanigans there. The shenanigans will unfold. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very... Oh, it's faster. Oh, it's got first impression. I forgot about first impression. Oh my god, that did a lot of damage. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. Speaking of, if this video gets delayed, it's because I'm going through a cyclone. So just so everyone's aware, I might die. Killing Galissapod in next was Larvesta, so I switched in Pelipper, hit it with a Water Pulse, and down it goes, leaving Scyther. But a Hydro Vortex boosted in the rain gets it quite low, and then lets me take it out. So with Guzma defeated, we head back to the Aether Paradise to find out Lily has been abducted. Oh no, child abduction. That's bad, right? I think so. So her brother is mad about this, I guess, and blames me for some reasons and challenges me to a battle. Okay, I don't know how that happened so quick, but here we are. We're in a fight now. Leading with Golbat, I send in Magnamalo and get hit with a bite before getting it weak with a lava plume and burning it. Next turn, I set up the sun with a sunny day and then get flinched. That's not ideal. That means now I do actually have to switch out, and so I send in Donnie to finish the job. And with it down, in comes the Arceus clone. Double kick here doesn't do as much as I wanted it to though, and using double edge really hurt us. So predicting another double edge, I send in Decidueye for a free switch and just fail to knock it with a Leaf Blade. So we do take some damage here, but knock it out the following turn and switch over to Colgate. So we actually need to get Bug Buzz on it instead. And arguably, Thunderbolt is probably a better move. Especially since it has Gigavolt Havoc. Yeah, sure, let's do that. I haven't seen Gigavolt Havoc either. And we never will, because we just got critted. No! Oh, man. Thankfully, Hydro Vortex does take out the Zoroark now, but losing Vikavolt is not ideal. So, missing a team member, it was time to shiny hunt yet again. First, I headed to the place I evolved my now deceased Vikavolt in hopes of finding a replacement electric type.
No! I'm gonna call him Digital.
Oh, that ain't an electric type, and it doesn't even have drought as its ability. This thing is dog trash. Okay, come on, Torkoal. Let's head to the port to take on the kahuna of the island before giving chase to Lily. Leading with Sableye now, I send in Donnie to Earthquake it, but it doesn't quite take it out, meaning we get hit with a Shadow Ball here, which drops our special defense. With it low, it does actually heal up and stall, but we eventually get it down and in comes Krokorok. We take an Earthquake from it and get it weak with a Quake of our own and swap over to Pelipper dodging the E-Quake. Taking it out with a Water Pulse, finally in comes Persian, and this thing has access to a Z move. But it instead decides to go for a Power Gem instead, which we do survive and then retaliate with a big Hydro Vortex, managing to take it out. Nice, okay. You know, sometimes this guy can be scary, but that went alright. After Lily we go. So arriving in the Aether Paradise, we take on Guna after Guna until finally we make it to Guzma once more. If I beat him before, I'll just do it again. No issue, right? So in comes Golisopod, and as expected, I send in Chippy to hit it with an Air Cutter. And after taking a hit ourselves, we force it to emergency exit. Sending in Vikavolt, I expected it to go for a quad effective Thunderbolt here, so I switched in Mudsdale to nullify. As expected, we do take the hit, but then next turn it goes for an Energy Ball, which does way too much damage to me and puts me in a really bad position as we miss our Rock Slide. So I switch over to Magmortar now instead and take it out with a Lava Plume.
Sizzle. Okay, that's fine. Quite effective fire here. Lava Plume. Stone Edge. Oh, cool. That's Magnamalo dead. Okay, cool. No, that's fine. All good, brother. All good. I feel like I go for Heat Wave. Stone Edge. It shouldn't kill because we're so defensive. Holy, it crit! What the fuck?
This was not good. But a Sinister Arrow Raid from Decidueye does take out the Sizzle, surviving a Throat Chop. In comes Volcarona now, so I switch over to Pelipper again and get it weak with a Water Pulse before we are forcibly switched out into Mudsdale. Me foolishly thinking now that we would outspeed it, I go for an attack, but Volcarona outspeeds us and takes us out. So back into Pelipper I went, where we do actually take it out, leaving just Golisopod, but we can protect from the first impression here and then finally take it out.
We lost Donnie, we lost Magnamalo, and we lost the Torkoal. Who gives a shit about the Torkoal? But we lost all three of them. That's really bad. I can't take on Lusamine like this. Now I have to go back and hunt.
So we're gonna need to do some serious team rebuilding here.
Oh, Krokorok.
First, I headed to the desert where I found a sick purple Krokorok, which I named Hugo. Then a Golisopod named Gremlin, and finally a Rabombi named Belle. These three rounded out the team quite well, giving back our ground coverage as well as the new addition of Fairy and Bug. And going up against Mummy Lusamine next, I was gonna need all the help I could get. The plan was simple: boost Rabombi to the max with Quiver Dance and roll her squad. And her first Pokemon Clefable would let me do just that, as Moonblast did less and less damage with each Quiver Dance I got off. And then whenever I got low, I'd just heal up with Draining Kiss. And with that, we finished setting up before knocking it out with max special attack, defense, and speed. So with Clefable gone, we were able to take out Lopunny next, and same for Melodic, Beware, and Lilligant.
Okay, so it turns out I was stressing about this fight for no reason, because all it took was a Quiver Dance Rabombi. It's that simple. It's that easy, baby. Oh, what the hell? Ah, my freaking hands are go. Now get your feet out, lady.
Her and Guzma now run off into Ultra Space, I guess, and now I have to find a way to follow them, I guess. I don't know, I actually wasn't really following the story. I don't read this. And it just so happens on Island 4, which we were already going to have to head to, there is in fact a shrine which hopefully should allow us to get into Ultra Space. Or at least I think that's the plan, because like I said, I was not listening. Arriving, we head off towards the vast Pony Canyon where we run into Team Skull. And after doing so, I prepared for a battle with Hapu, which never came. For some reason I thought you fought Hapu here, but nope, instead we take on Dulce yet again with his Poipole, which reminds me I should actually be able to shiny hunt one of these. But first I'll have to get there. So after defeating Dulce here, we make our way through the Great Canyon. But before reaching the end of the canyon, I did stumble upon a shiny Lycanroc, which I hopefully won't need. I needed it. I needed it. Making it to the next trial now, all I had left to do was take on Komomo. Now, since this guy is actually quad weak to fairy moves, being part fighting, Ribombee is absolutely gonna clean up here. Okay, it has a berry. Okay, that weakened our fairy damage. Okay, that didn't do a lot. Okay, it has poison jab. Okay, it summoned a friend. Okay, Bella's dead. Okay, that's great. Well, with not many options here, I decided to switch over to Itsrj, where I ended up using Sinister Arrow Ray to hopefully finish off the dragon. But, okay, it lived. Okay, here we are on 9 HP. Okay, let's switch. So, using Gremlin now, I aim to activate Emergency Exit to switch out if needed, and if we manage to stay in long enough, I could First Impression to finish it off, leaving just Scizor alone. And it worked. Perfect. And now with Scizor all alone, switching over to Pelipper, we can take it down, earning me the Dragon Seed Crystal. Well, I guess Lycanroc is joining the team. Playing our little flute now, we summoned the legendary Pokemon Solgaleo to the altar, but along with it came Necrozma to steal its light and challenge me to a battle.
Okay, the Necrozma theme is crazy. Solid. Sunsteel Strike. Oh, this is gonna kill our fucking Absol. Okay, that's fine. That's actually shit.
So sending in Hugo now, 2 digs does do the job, but Necrozma escapes into Ultra Space. You're not getting away from me. You're gonna pay for Absol's death. Turns out Dulce and Zusi here have a Lunala though, which I can use to give chase. But before I do that though, I needed to replace Absol, so off to Executor Island I went to hopefully find an Executor. Nope, that's a banana plant. Well, I guess this could work. Now hopping onto the Lunala's back, we play a pretty fun little minigame to travel through Ultra Space and into the Ultra Megaopolis, where I find that stupid Ultra Necrozma who killed my Absol.
Alright, so the plan is simple. Toxic. Power Gem. We take that, right? Adjust. Okay, good. We got the Toxic off. We did what we needed to. Oh my lord. And now we stall. Nice try, buddy. Power gemming me again. Not gonna happen. No. But we are slower, so I guess we just double protect and pray. Power gem will take out Pink Nana. Thank you for your service. But it's still got us through this fight, because now we can just stall on Chippy. I think if we protect stall. Hey, okay, good. Very good, very good, very good. And Necrozma goes down to the Toxic. Cringe? A little. Safe? Yes.
With the world saved, or whatever, I don't know, with the light back, I guess. And a team member slot missing as well, I guess. The gift Poipole here was going to come in quite handy. Time to soft reset, baby!
Whoa! Let's go! Shiny Poipole! I was starting to think it didn't exist, because I've been doing this for half an hour, and that's probably well over odds, so...
Stabby and I are gonna be great friends, I can already see it. But to get it to evolve means reaching the League, which is home to the Move Relearner, where I can reteach Dragon Pulse to it with a heart scale. However, even with Alola saved, or whatever the heck happened, we still had our final Kahuna to beat, and to take her on, I needed to take on one more trial. So back to town I went to find Mina. Normally these trials see us doing some puzzles, but this time it's just back-to-back battles. First starting with Mina herself.
Ooh, Shiny Mawile. Okay. Alright, we just got Shiny Mawiles out here now. Okay, I see, I like it. Intimidate drops my attack stat, but that is a-okay, because we are gonna special attack, baby. Water Pulse. Oh, big Confusion. It could take itself out next turn with Confusion, so maybe I'll Roost and hope that it does that. Ah, nice. Gramble in next. Intimidate. Oh, so we're just constantly intimidating, huh? That's your plan, hey? Stone Edge. Oh, we dodged. Okay, cool. Maybe we didn't. It's dead anyway. Ribombee! Ribombee! Pollen Puff. Hit the Rock Slide. It should one-shot it, right? And Ribombee is down bay.
So beating her, we take on Ilmamar once again, and then Mallow, Kiawe, and Sophocles in some regular standard fights. These weren't too bad, and they did give me some petals, which I used to attract the totem Pokemon. A giant Ribombee? Oh no, I know firsthand how strong these things can be. B, get it? Totem Ribombee. Leading with Stabby, our new best friend, I used Poison Jab as it quiver dances to boost its stats, just like I once did with my own. Rest in peace, little fella. Poison Jab doesn't do much damage though, and it summons an assist Pelipper. So I just decide to directly poison it as it double quiver dances now. Not wanting to lose Stabby before it evolves, I switched out to Chippy and double protect stall to let the Toxic do its work. Also, ideally not wanting to lose Pelipper though, I switched into Lycanroc, hoping that the two opposing Pokemon would either go for a flying or bug attack, but no, they did not. Meaning, goodbye Lycanroc. We hardly knew ya, we hardly used ya, but we appreciate your sacrifice. Nevertheless, Rabombi went down to the poison next turn and Sinister Arrow Raid took out the Pelipper. And with that, the final trial was complete. Now for the kahuna. So back to Executor Island I went, where I found Hapu herself, waiting for a battle. I prepared for this fight ages ago, and now everything's changed. And I totally forgot this fight happened here. I could have sworn it happened in the canyon. Oh, also I added a Prez V2 back to the team, which I caught somewhere. I don't remember where exactly, but we did catch him. So he's here for sacrificial purposes. Alright, it's time to take on the final island kahuna. Hapu, and she is leading with Golurk. Golurk, my favorite shiny Pokemon. Alas, Golurk must die. Decidueye's Leaf Blade did the job, and in comes Mudsdale, so I switch out to our Gremlin as it hits us with a Z Tectonic Rage. Thankfully though, we tank the hit and don't even get forced out, allowing me to hit it with a Liquidation, getting it quite low. Assuming we would be forced out next turn though, thanks to our emergency exit, I use Sucker Punch here to hit it one more time before we get swapped out, sending in Hugo to get the boost with Moxie. But in comes Gastrodon, so I quickly switch him out and send in Drizzy instead to Leaf Blade for quad effective goodness, leaving just Flygon. Alright. Only Kahuna defeated. Okay, that was fine. Totem was definitely worse since we lost a Pokemon there, but hey. And now, all that was left to do was climb Victory Road, find a replacement shiny Pokemon, and become the champion of Alola. First up on that list of plans was climbing Mount Lanakila, but to do so meant fighting Gladion. And leading with Crobat, I yawn it with Prez to eventually sleep it, and even lower its speed a couple of times with Rock Throw before it woke up and took out Prez. But as I said earlier, sacrificial fodder. Sending in Pelipper now, we finish it off and in comes Silvally. So I hit it with a Water Pulse, getting it low before I'm forced to switch out into BBL Drizzy. This allows me to avoid the double edge being Ghost and finish it with a Sucker Punch. Okay, hear me out guys. This is another hear me out cake. Why would it send in a Pokemon that has Aura Sphere, Metal Claw? This is a Zoroark, and if it's not, I'm very confused. This is a Zoroark. With the Faker down, in comes the real deal, and Decidueye does take it out. Now it was time to ascend the mighty Mount Lanakila, where I run into Necrozma, and with space on the team, I began hunting for it. But after 3 hours of hunting, I gave up, and instead made a trip to the Ultra Space, once more where I discovered a Reshiram, and you know your boy got a hunt for that. And I don't think... It's real! It's fucking real! Latios, and finally we got Reshiram. I was like, okay, maybe I'll just go back to Ultra Space and hope, and finally. And now with the missing slot filled, there was only one last thing to do, which is reteach Dragon Pulse to Poipole and evolve it into the awesome Naganadel. Nice. So with that, it was time to take on the league. And following the new standard, we can tackle these fights in any order. So of course, you know, I decided to visit Olivigayat first for obvious reasons. And well, this battle went so smooth, it was almost scary. Huge Hugo here, as he will now be referred to, uses his Z move first turn to kill the Omoldo. With the kill, we get our Moxie boost and in comes Credilli. But Earthquake does two-shot it and it just used Rock Tomb? Okay. Well, with Credilli down, we take down Lycanroc with yet another Earthquake, boosting our attack for the third time now. And then same goes for Probopass and Gigalith. Okay, so moving on to Elite Four member number 2 Mullane next, I lead with Reshiram to take on his Klefki and knock it out with a Flamethrower. Next in was Dugtrio, so I swapped over to Chippy to dodge its Earthquake and take out Dugtrio with a single Water Pulse. Magnezone in now, I switch to the huge Hugo to absorb the Thunderbolt and Earthquake it. Then with our Moxie attack boost, Metagross goes down to a Z Tectonic Rage. Send him into the Shadow Realm, put him into the center of the earth. Hey, did you like Journey to the Center of the Earth with Jack Black or whatever his name is? I don't think Jack Black's in it. Maybe he was. I'm not sure. But anyway, I sent Magnezone in there. That leaves just Bishop, and down it goes to yet another Earthquake. Alright, we're trapped in by Acerola. She's crazy. She needs a new dress. That's
It makes her look like a homeless child. So let's destroy her in battle. No remorse for the homeless.
Leading with Bennett, I send in, you guessed it, huge Hugo again, and this time the plan was to crunch spam with it. Crunch does knock out the Bennett, but then with Frost Slash in, outspeeding us and confusing us, Hugo hurts himself. So I switch out to Reshiram and we get confused again. Okay, not ideal, but this time we don't hit ourselves. So we take it out and in comes Palossand. Switching back to Crocodile now, I knock out Palossand with a Black Hole Eclipse and in comes Delmise.
Delmise! This thing's scary. This killed something. I remember it killed... I don't remember what it killed ages ago in this run, but it did kill something and I'm not going to stand for it. And I forgot what fucking type it is already.
Scared to lose the huge Hugo though, I switch to Reshiram to take it out, leaving Driftblim by itself, and down that goes easy peasy. And that just left one Elite Four member left, being Golfing Guru Kahali. And Golfing Guru, I honestly don't know what to say about this girl. You don't even see her unless you go get the Flying Z crystal, which I did do, but... you know, normally you'd never see this girl. More importantly though, it's time for Naganadel to get some action, as she sends in her Braviary first. Using Dragon Pulse, we do some solid damage, but in retaliation we do get hit with a strong Brave Bird, almost one-shotting us. We do however manage to take it out in the next turn, and Mandy Buzz in next, I swap over to Cyclone, aka Reshiram, where I can use Fusion Flare to get it to about half health. This thing also has Brave Bird though, and does some serious damage with it too. Thankfully though, we do outspeed it and take it out. And in comes...
Halinoha.
Switching to Pelipper now, we knock it with a Hurricane, and then out comes Toucanet. Protecting, we check if it goes for a Z move here, but it just ended up using Screech. So I go for a Hydro Vortex, but it just barely hangs on. Thankfully though, we do survive its attack, but I decided to switch over to Crocodile, who tanks a Beak Blast and takes it out. This left Oricorio, and I switched to Chippy to quote, play it safe.
Yeah, let's go back to Chippy. Let's just play it safe. And then Water Pulse it again, and it'll fucking die. So it's chill, because it's fire. So we're chilling. Air Slash. Interesting. Maybe Air Slash might have killed... and killed Chippy.
Well, with Pelipper gone now, I switched over to Reshiram and unfortunately get confused. Thankfully though, we do manage to get off our Dragon Pulse here and escape the battle with only one casualty. Meaning, we've actually made it to the champion fight with minimal deaths, so I'll take it.
Alright, so with that, we have already become Pokemon League champion. The game's done. I mean, we've already won. This fight is just for extra purposes, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god. How's on his villain arc? Did you see that stare? He wants me f***ing dead. Alright, let's do it, brother. Alright, so first impression to absolutely one-shot Raichu here. For sure, no if, buts, or maybes about it. Goodbye, Raichu. Noivern in next. Probably gonna go... could either go for Super Fang here, which would not be optimal, or it could go for like an Air Slash, potentially. Actually, maybe we Sucker Punch. Just get a little chip damage in on it. And Hurricane. Is that death? Okay, Gremlin's f***ing dead. Cool. Great. Good start. We actually have really good special defense on Reshiram as well, so that's good. And Dragon Pulse takes down the Noivern. Very nice. Alright, Tauros in next. Giga Impact. Okay, that's Cyclone dead. Great. Cool. Okay. Alright, well then... Hugo's the play. Do we survive a Giga Impact? Yes, we do! Hugo holds on! I'm gonna hold on for dear life tomorrow when the Cyclone hits me. One attack boost Earthquake. Isn't enough! I think close combat's gonna kill us. Okay, cool, go, go, go. You go! Ah, we just Dragon Pulse. I was gonna... ooh, we should have nasty plotted! Oh well, it's fine. Everything's fine, everything's fine. Kills the Flareon. Naganadel popping off like the G it is. Leaving just one Pokemon, we get another Beast Boost. And in comes Prima frickin' Rena. Oh, it lived! It's Moonblasted us! Is that super effective? I don't know, because we're poisoned. It is. Okay. It's down to a 1v1. Starter v starter. BBL Drizzy versus Primarina. Z-move! Ooga booga! Obliterate. It lived. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm trying to be thematic here. Leaf Blade, kill this thing. And that is Primarina
sliced and diced. Anyway, that is it. We have officially become the champion of Alola in Ultra Sun. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the brand new shinies. I'm going to do a couple more runs like this because I really enjoy seeing a brand new set of shiny sprites. It's super cool. Really, really, really impressed with this mod in general and all of the other mods that are coming out by Eknoid. If you want to check out his Discord, I'll put a link to where you can download this mod for in the description. And that is it. Thank you to the channel members, as per freaking usual. The absolute goats, letting me do what I want to do, make content for you. It all rhymes. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash like on it, hit subscribe if you are new. We are very close to 100k on the channel. Let's make it happen. We want the plaque over there. All right, that's it from me. Bye for now. Maha.